maybe he was looking forward to because he'd done the film part. So that's really easy. We were talking about Zeno. Yeah, Zeno was I hate, I hate that bit. And when we hear you went there to go to the pub, it's like, I remember when he sends the tin his arms. But yeah, so I was dreading that bit. But I was like, I know it's coming, whatever. And then I actually did that bit faster than I've ever done it. I ended up catching up with the two people who obviously were quite prepared. There was a guy who won the 1200, and he was racing it Tom something like that. So yeah, he won the 1200, and I was like told about this, and I thought, okay, I'm going to be a good person tonight. And then and he dropped. Couldn't do it. He was in the middle of it, not even an extraction.
Morning everybody, welcome to the Eco Park. Yet again, we're here for a third day running. Sorry guys. Did I surprise you with that? Who the hell's he talking to? We're live on Facebook and YouTube. It's the awards ceremony for the Arc of Attrition 50 and 100 mile race. There's a few people here. We're just chilling out. We're all really tired from a very long weekend. But we're just going to enjoy a cup of coffee, chat about what an amazing weekend it was, and see some people get some awards. So we'll be off and running very shortly, but until then just enjoy listening to people chat and watching what goes on. I'll turn you around so you can see everybody. To get a copyright strike because the Proclaimers is playing loud in the background. I'm getting no money from this stream. It's copyrighted now. Oh yeah. Let's just move this over here a minute. Always a nightmare when copyrighted music is playing in the background because there's always a risk that the stream will get cut off, but also any revenue streams go to the copyright holders of the music. Anyway, here we are. Raid Light, Arc of Attrition, 50 and 100 awards ceremony will get underway momentarily. Once again, if you see anyone you know, do tag them so they can watch back and see themselves. And do share the stream around. So if is anybody you know who would like to see the awards ceremony, then do share the stream around so that they know it's on.
Hey, you're actually going to talk to me.
Eco Park in Cornwall. We are here for the awards ceremony for the Arc of Attrition 100-mile race and the Arc 50, which finished at midnight last night, or at least the last runners came in at midnight last night. Please be aware there is copyrighted music playing in the background. It may possibly be that the stream on Facebook will be cut. I can't guarantee that it will or it won't, but just be aware, just in case. YouTube, we're broadcasting on the Film My Run page YouTube channel, so that should be okay. And the award ceremony will get on the way very shortly. The only award that won't be presented will be, I think, for the winner of the ladies 50, because she had to leave, or she couldn't attend today, so she was given her award last night. You may have seen that on the live stream. But enjoy the atmosphere, watch what's going on, and we'll start any second now. If you watched coverage over the weekend, if you've watched the registration on Thursday or Friday, the race briefing, if you watched any of the coverage from the checkpoints, so we had Porthleven, we had Penzance, and we couldn't stream live from Land's End because there was just no signal, but we also went to St Ives briefly, and we stood on the beach at Porthmere in St Ives for a little while, which was fun. Then we went to the start of the Arc 50 at Minack Theatre. So we were there. That was an amazing. Go and watch that video just for the view. Awesome. And then we were back here for a good 12 hours live of people crossing the finish line, right to the end, and that poor Norwegian lady who didn't make the cut-off right at the very end. So if you've watched any of those streams, do let us know what you think in the comments. Do write to Mud Crew, write to Fergie or Jane, any of the Andys, and let them know what you thought. Because we may do it again next year. You know, if the budget is there, if we can organise it, we'll do these live streams again for the Arc 150 next year. So let us know if you think it's worth it.
We are starting very shortly. We're just waiting for Laura Swanson. Oh, Laura Swanson is here. Perfect.
After I said that the second was really bad, I didn't know. I took a wrong turn there. Before I got to the headland, it turned in, and then ended up like up in the houses up the top, and I could see the path down the bottom. I was like,
I don't think Dad can lift you up, not a chance. Dad can then lift himself.
Do you like my gimbal?
It's quite funny.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you all feeling? Shh. Quiet. Morning. How are you all feeling this morning? Did you better for a bit of sleep? Yeah. A few sore legs. This is becoming a bit of an Arc tradition that we meet on the Sunday and do a presentation. Yeah, we are going to get this underway with, first of all, we are doing 50. So firstly, third male, Stephen Hobbs, in a time of, this is the 50, in a time of 9:04:43. Stephen Hobbs. where have you come from?
Okay, nice and flat down there.
Nice and good, perfect.
Yeah, I
Perfect
live
one.
on the coast and it's just flat, so coming here is a bit of a shock. So yeah. Lakeland 100 last year, plenty of the Centurion 100s. Yeah, I'm training now for a 24-hour track race, so that would be nice and flat. A bit different to that.
That's real shit.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. And my friend Andy over there and me are doing a 36-hour event where we're chained together for 36 hours and run as far as you can in 36 hours, so that would be pretty cool.
So how did you find it?
Tough, really tough. I wanted to get down here and train and I couldn't get down, and yeah, the section before St Ives was hell. Right, just wanted a runnable section, and then yeah, getting to the sands of doom, it was a pleasure. They were actually really nice to run on. So after that bit, the St Ives was just, yeah. And after getting an electric shock as well, that was quite cool.
Yeah, we just threw that in there.
Yeah, I grabbed hold of. I slipped, grabbed hold of a fence, and it was an electric fence.
Yeah, I forgot to put that in the race brief, but hey ho.
You'll be hearing from my lawyers soon. So.
Well, Stephen, yeah, well, thank you for coming down and amazing performance. Second male, Neil Martin in under 9 hours, 8:59.27. So Neil, you are from, oh, that sounds like it's up north.
Hampshire.
Well, it's north. Yeah, well, North Hampshire, so perfect. Yeah, so how did you find it?
I think it was easier getting here this year.
That's true.
The section St Ives was a lot muddier than last year, I think. And I did slip and bashed myself a few times.
So you did 50 last year?
Did 50 last year,
So
yeah.
the time compared with last year?
I was a few minutes slower than last year.
But, this year?
Well, no, I won last year.
You won last year? My,
Keep on it,
my researcher forgot to tell me that. Yeah, well, you know.
Never seen him look so red.
Can't get just can't get a PA these days. Well, anyway, you got. Yeah, we'll leave that then. Anyway, good to see you down again. Do you have to come next year?
Third next year.
Right, so we go to the winner. First male, Jamie Stevenson, local lad. Jamie.
Yeah, I think. What was it time for?
Time was, stupid time, 8:27.44, like miles ahead.
Yeah, Jamie, I think most of the local guys have been watching you, your local races, and thinking this guy is something special. And I think,
Thanks very much.
I think yesterday you proved that you've not been doing this long, have you?
Another year?
Yeah. So,
I hate him already.
the real thing is he's also very good at short stuff as well. So he's a bit of an all-round guy, up and coming, and yeah, I think he's got a massive future in this sport.
Thanks very
I
much.
don't know if he actually realises it, but yeah, he's really laid back, but yeah, I think you're going to hear a lot about him on the national scene in the next few years. Jamie.
Great.
Guys, can we get a photo? Thank you.
On to the women. Third female is Emma Nichols in a time of 11:48.16. Emma, where are you from?
I live just outside Truro.
Oh, local girl.
Yeah.
How have we never heard of you?
And how did you find it?
I actually was quite happy that the weather conditions, and it was probably as good as I could have possibly hoped for. And some of the training runs that I had done had been worse conditions, I would say, than it actually was yesterday. So I was really happy with that. And to get through the dunes in daylight as well, I was just really pleased when I got to the end of the dunes, and then I just got my head torch on. So yeah.
You got in before the worst of the weather came in.
Yes, yeah. I mean, I just feel so fortunate. The whole day was just amazing, and yeah, had a great time.
Brilliant. Well, well done again. Second female, Lydia Paul in 11:21.34. So Lydia, how did you find the race yesterday?
Surprisingly okay, actually. Yeah, conditions were good. Obviously some low points. Don't want to see Anna again in a hurry. But yeah, overall pretty good.
Good?
Yep.
Did you have any specific help from any insiders or anything with your race prep, or?
Do we need to talk about that now?
You'll have to explain that, Fergie, then.
Yeah, got one covered.
I had some help with some route recce's, but I still did manage to get lost because I only listened to half what you said.
Well, anyway. Lydia, well done. So unfortunately, the Natalie Taylor, who was first female in a time out somewhere. Time is 11:02.29. Yeah, she's had to go home, so she collected her trophy yesterday.
Race this morning.
Yeah, well, yes, there's athletes and there's athletes. Isn't there? So unfortunately Natalie's not here, so yeah, if the 15 males could just come up for a photograph for raid lights and just join the girls on the stage as best they can, please. Yeah, you can go up top and you have two guys. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, that was good.
Right, we're going to swiftly move on to the 100. Starting with the ladies. And I hope I pronounced this right. I have heard of her, but I still struggle with pronouncing the name. We'll start with third place in a time of 29 hours 12:54. Leanne Reeve. Oh, looks like Leanne was in Mozart with me last year. I bet your time's a lot quicker than mine.
Can't remember actually. Yeah.
Remember the finish? That was,
Yeah, the finish was really good. Yeah.
You're from...
I'm Irish, but I'm in Jersey. I live in Jersey.
Oh, in Jersey.
Yeah, we've got a great race in Jersey around the rock. If anyone's got it's really cool.
Are you involved with the organisation on that?
No, but I do a trail running group. There's a free training night on a Tuesday night if ever you're in Jersey. But yeah, I found the coastline quite similar, without the mud. And without getting lost a little bit, but overall it was fun. I really loved it in some ways. There were some ways of it where it was a bit tricky. Managed to lose my wedding rings because I took them off.
Oh no!
My fingers were swelling up, so I took them off, put them in my pocket with the buff, and then decided to get the buff out. And the next minute, the rings went, and I was like, for ages. But I found them.
Oh, you found them?
Yes! Got electrocuted as well. Bag decided to fall apart. Thank you to everybody in Land's End who tried to pack it up together because the clasps went in it, so that was another drama. But apart from that, it was great. Thank you very much.
How did you find the support on the race?
Fantastic. Yeah. I've never come across checkpoints like it, to be honest. They were so helpful, like menus, like where do you get that? The choices, fantastic, really helpful. Yeah, so well done, you guys. That was brilliant. Thank you. Oh, thank God I'm not hand luggage only with flight. Thank you.
Thank you. So second, Laura Swanton in a time of 27:25:40. Well, Laura runs for our Ultra team, and she was the winner last year. So, Laura, how did you find it this year compared with last year?
The conditions were different underfoot. They weren't quite so nice, but the weather was better. It was warmer. It was so cold last year. But I did take a lovely detour down to the beach this year, which I didn't do last year, and that was wonderful.
I heard your husband, you had your first argument.
Yeah, I was so unhappy when I saw him. He told me not to do that. He told me so many times, don't go down to the beach. And I went down the beach and then I tried to climb up a cliff. And then, I spent a good half hour there. So that was a good moment.
Brilliant. Well, so what was your time last year compared with this year?
Better.
It's better this year?
No, better
last year. Yeah.
Yeah, 26.
Well, thank you again for representing our team, and you did an amazing job as normal. And our first lady this year, Anna Troop, in a amazing time of 25:21:14. Anna. So Anna, you got up there pretty swiftly. So Anna, quite a year for you.
Yes, actually.
Anna, if you didn't know, also won the Lakeland 100 this year. So she's won probably the biggest summer 100-mile event in the UK, or one of the most prestigious, probably the prestigious. Now she's won
the most prestigious winter one. The most prestigious winter one.
So a summer-winter double for Anna. And how did you find it this year compared with last year? Because Anna was second last year. You come back and you wanted to win, didn't you? You really wanted to win this year.
Yeah. Well, Jane said you're not allowed in the aid stations this year. Because last year we spent so long in the aid stations because they're so good. So that was the plan, not allowed in the aid stations. So we had a fantastic crew with us. Stu over there did an amazing, amazing job for us. And so we didn't spend an hour and a half in aid stations. That was a difference.
How do you find the race compared with other races in the UK? What keeps bringing you back? Is it the course? Is it the vibe? What is it?
It's the people out there. The course is really gnarly. I mean, it doesn't really matter which year it is, something throws it at you. Last year it was hail, this year the mud was extraordinary. It's just a fantastic course, but actually it's mud crew, if I'm honest. We come back down to see you guys, it's really fun.
That's what we'd like to hear. Right, thank you, ladies. done? Yeah, don't put trophies away. Moving on to the men. Third place, Tristan Stevenson, local lad. 22, 38, 11. For people that don't know, Tristan is the brother of Jamie, who won the 50, so quite a talented family, you might say. Tristan, not been running long, have you?
Not been running on the coast path long. I've never run 100 miles before. in fact, I don't think I'd ever run on the coast path this time last year.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. I remember the first time I started training on the coast path in the lead up to the Black Rat last year, and I was like, oh my god, this is a completely different type of running altogether. It's a different discipline of running compared to even kind of road running, but even just normal trail running, technical running. Because, I mean, I don't need to tell everyone in this room because we've all just been through it, but it requires that you condition yourself in a different way. You can't get in a kind of tempo of pacing. It's much more brutal on your ankles and knees, and of course then you get steps involved as well. So quite a challenge. And then there's the mud. But I did really enjoy it. I don't actually have a lot of memory of the race, other than seeing my support crew, who were amazing, and of course seeing the mud crew as well. I made a point of not going in the checkpoints. I went into Penzance. And that was it, because I consider the checkpoints to be a trap, basically. And that seemed to work out all right for me. But yeah, I'm really happy with my performance.
So do you ever train with your brother, or...?
We do run together sometimes, but he just struggles to keep up with me. No, we do. Well, he lives down this way and I live up in North Cornwall, but we run every month or so, don't we? Yeah.
Yeah, at the Black Rat this year, Damien Hall sort of came down, was our elite guest speaker, and just was going to go out for a kind of poodle on the Black Rat. Yeah, he had a bit more of a race than he actually thought he was going to have a race, and he actually crossed the finish line and he said, Jesus Christ, that boy pushed me all the way to the finish. So yeah, you.
That was Jamie.
That was Jamie. But you were right up there as well.
Yeah, so, all right.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you very much. Second place, Ashley Scott, in a time of 21:13:27. Well done, Ashley. Well, I don't know where you're from. Weymouth on the doorstep. You say you're a Jurassic Coast trainer all the time. Yeah. Again, I heard this is your first 100 miler.
Yeah, first one. I did the oneer last year, which is...
Of anybody that's done the oneer, you did it in 16 hours from memory?
Yeah, just over, 16 hours.
That's an amazing time on that course.
Yeah, pretty happy. I was joint first with another guy that was doing this yesterday, so we thought we'd step up and go for the 100 down there, but it was a different beast.
How did you find it compared with like something like the oneer?
Yeah, it was a lot tougher. I mean, the oneer last year was really nice conditions, like underfoot, I think around 59 road shoots, so...
It's a summer ultra, isn't it? There's loads of them.
Pieced them together, yeah, so... Yeah.
And you found out how you find the checkpoints and...
Yeah, really good. I actually felt a bit guilty because I wasn't really eating much, couldn't take much on, so I sort of took a few bits just because I felt bad. Everyone was so helpful on the checkpoints.
Because you were relatively unknown in the sport, because people would look at the trackers and go, who's this guy, and quickly Googling and looking at your list and thinking, well, but you've been running long?
Not sort of this type of stuff, no, just for the oneer really, sort of geared up for the oneer last year. And then,
so put now?
Yeah, big time, yeah.
Back next year?
Hopefully, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Well,
brilliant. Well done. Well, it will come as no surprise that first place this year, again, the legend of the Ark. He kind of had a film crew following him for the whole race this year, so he probably put in a little bit of an extra spurt. But for the 5th time, either joint or first place, or joint first place, the 5th time out of 6 years, Steve Wyatt. Yeah, Steve's time, 21 hours, 24 minutes and 31 seconds. Incredible once again. Steve.
Where do we start?
Yeah, where do we start? People say that this year your attitude was different to this race. You'd actually done a little bit of training rather than none.
A little bit more training, but I think actually on the start line I spoke to James Ellison and he gave me a little bit of a secret from Kim, and gave me an interesting insight into Kim's race. So I changed my attitude on the start line.
In what respect?
Just went out from the front. So that wasn't the plan. That was just how I felt at the time. It was probably going to give me a bit of a lead, and then every year is following someone else. So this year it was all about trying to just get a lead in early and see what happened. But I was being chased for 61 miles, which isn't pleasant.
Yeah, the difference this year was that you probably had, well, undoubtedly you were pushed as hard. It was a proper neck and neck race this year, proper, with this guy. So, this guy. But I think everyone agreed this was the race year. There was no, we're going to finish this together attitude. It was, we are going balls out to win this race. So your thoughts on this guy and this guy?
I haven't heard of either of them, so I didn't know what was going to happen. I got to the first checkpoint, Port 11, and Lloyd said, yeah, this Tristan guy's just gone in and out, and I've watched the live feed and literally just got in this front door and then turned around and legged it again. I'm surprised that, I was just surprised at that. I have to sit down, I have to have questions from Steve just to not answer them. And then it's just pacing really, just unbelievable. I felt good and I wasn't sick. I know I keep saying that, but actually that is one of my nemesis, is actually being ill. I don't know why that wasn't happening this year, but yeah, that's...
And this guy was so strong.
We end up with a sit down at Zena. I sat down at Zena to have a cup of tea, not for long, only about 30 seconds. I knew he was right on my tail, so he came up the steps and then he decided to go to Zena. And I probably should have left him go to Zena, but actually I told him he needed to go the other way.
Oh, well done.
So yeah, my heart is still there. And then we followed. I wasn't that far behind when you went to the aid station because you were just there. But then you just did a double tap and off you went again. So, and I sat down for about 5 minutes, and then if it wasn't for the support crew being out there going, yeah, he's 3 minutes ahead, he's 2 minutes ahead, you can catch him, I wouldn't have probably bothered.
Yes, you would.
And you actually went into the dunes behind him.
That's my Tuesday night training.
So yeah, no one knows the dunes like you. You probably reckoned it, but...
Yeah, I reckoned him twice in the day, thinking it'd be a bit lighter when I got there. But obviously it was still pretty dark, so
you went into the dunes,
what, 2 or 3 minutes ahead?
Yeah, I could see when we got to the Bluff pub, I could see him on the headland. So yeah, I knew he was there and I could catch up with him. That wasn't a problem.
Came out of the dunes in the front.
Yeah, probably a minute or two.
Bloody dunes. But yeah, amazing. Best race yet, best race year yet. Well done, all of you.
Yeah.
For anyone that knows Steve, he usually only races once a year. He's not a prolific racer. He might throw in the odd UTMB occasionally, but yeah, he only races once a year, so yeah, back again next year.
Yeah. I did say no last year, I don't know what happened. So.
You just needed to get that crown back off Kim, didn't you? But well done, guys. And can we have the ladies up for a Raid Light promo photo, please? Right, thank you guys. Thank you. Right, we just finish off by thanking Chris from Raid Light UK, who puts in as many hours as we do on this race over this weekend. He's probably not slept for, well, he slept last night, I guess, but we don't sleep for 3 days. Chris doesn't sleep for 3 days either, really. But yeah, Raid Light have been with us now for 3 years? Yeah, 3 years, and yeah, we love working with them. They're friends, and yeah, thank you once again, Chris. Thank you. We've got nothing to do with the race, but we've got a little presentation, a little announcement to make while Stephen's here. I can make the most of it on social media, which doesn't know about, so he's looking at me really strangely. Tristan and Jamie, are you around still? Jamie? Yeah. Tristan, can you just pop up? Just pop up on the stage, that'd be great. Yeah. Yeah, we have just, they've agreed this morning to, both of them, because there's, we like to develop up-and-coming West Country ultra talent at Mud Crew, and if they get good and they start winning stuff, we offer them to be in our elite ultra team. And as of this morning, 2 brothers for the first time have agreed to join and will be running in Mud Crew ultra team colours in the future. So we haven't got their kit arranged yet, but we will do. So yeah, they will be running for Mud Crew ultra team from now on. Thank you guys for agreeing to thank you for agreeing to join us. That's brilliant. We look forward to many race wins in the future. Thank you. Don't worry, we'll sort you out a little bit more than that. And that's Laura, so, well, where is Laura? Where's she gone? Oh, you can sort that out. Right, well that kind of brings it to the end, I think, for 2020. Entry goes live if permissions are in place, which we fully understand they will be, March the 1st. The race, hopefully, will be bigger again. We try and add 50 to each distance each year, if it all runs smoothly. We think it runs smoothly. We've got a few issues with the size of this venue here, but we could overcome that easily. So we hope to see you all here again. The provisional date is?
I think it's the 30th of January.
The Friday's got 28th.
Well, the last weekend in January stroke beginning of February anyway. So that's a provisional, whatever those dates are. We hope to see you all back, including all our winners, and Steve, and you, and everybody else. Hope to see you next year. Thank you very much.
So there we are. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. That is the ARC 2020 over and done with. We're out of here. We're going to get some sleep and some food and some coffee. I'll let the stream go for 5 minutes more or so, just so you can soak up the atmosphere a bit more. But that's it from us. Amazing weekend, as always. If you've never done it before, get down to Cornwall next year. Sign up when the entries go live for the 50 or the 100. Come down and join us. If you're a trail runner, you will never experience anything like the Cornish Coast Path anywhere in the UK, and it will be a unique experience for you. Come down and join us next year, and we hope to see you then. From all of us here at the Eco Park in Cornwall, whether we're here next year or not, we don't know. We might move to a bigger venue, who knows. But from the Eco Park in Cornwall, from the Arc of Attrition 50 and 100, take care. We'll see you again. Bye-bye. What a nice, that's an amazing race. Amazing. Amazing time, isn't it? Yeah. What can you say? I might actually do some interviews. Camera. Have you gone shy? Good effort. That was awesome yesterday. How did you feel at the finish? Were you absolutely done, or?
At the very end, I was totally done because I ran the whole of the Portreath to Portown section. I was being chased. Yeah. So I was.
Oh, by 4.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
He was only 10 minutes behind me.
Yeah, yeah.
He was closing, so I had to start running properly.
Yeah, yeah. How far behind Ashley were you?
Oh, I was a good distance. I think 40 minutes.
Okay, so there was no thought in your head, I'm going to catch.
I mean, that thought sort of left my head around about St Ives, and the reason for that was at that point they were about 20 minutes ahead of me, both of them. But I was about 40 minutes ahead of fourth, and I thought, you know what, I really wanted to do it in under 24, and I really, really wanted a podium.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I've got that, as long as I hold this place. And I didn't really feel like I had a lot left in my legs, so I didn't bother trying to run them down. But in hindsight now, I'm thinking, well, I managed to run the whole of the Portreath to Portown bit, which is not easy running compared to Cotrevy and even the dunes. Yeah. So there's a lesson there, and in the future, I probably will try.
For me, I guess what would have made it more for you trying to catch the front would if Steve and Ashley had not been having their own duel. Exactly. If they'd been on their own,
then it wouldn't have gone so fast.
Exactly. But because they were racing each other,
they were pushing themselves really hard.
So it was hard to.
And I would have had to push myself on my own.
Even harder. Yeah.
Harder.
It's hard to do.
It would have been difficult to do.
You've got to be pleased with the podium.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
What are you going to do next year? What are you going to do?
Well, don't tell my wife. I'll probably do the 100 again.
Nice one, Tristan. Take care, well done. Where is it?
Yeah.
Ashley. Oh. Look at, there we go. Have you been caught between two interviewers? You do you want him? You take him. You take him. You come back to me in a minute. Let's see what else we can find. Brother, where? Oh yeah.
I showered in hands this morning because I woke up in my pit this morning. And I was like, I had a shower on Wednesday, I think. I don't know what time it was. Yeah, I've just been and it was literally showering in hand this morning before I'm in a room full of things.
Chris, can I butt in?
Yeah.
Good. I'm going to anyway. Why does Raid Light sponsor the Arc?
We sponsor the Arc because Raid Light is all about tough, hard races, and I do think that the Arc of Attrition is probably the toughest. So I think the Arc's the toughest 100-mile going. was a good, decent race. And Mud Crew put on an awesome race. I mean, we knew the reputation before we came on board with it. And I think Fergie and Jane and Andy and the team at Mud Crew put on an amazing race, well organised. You've got amazing crew, amazing checkpoints, and I think Raidlight are just really proud to be associated with what is a top organised race. The runners come in, they're looked after, and everyone comes out at the end of it going, what an amazing race. So, yeah, Raidlight are all about trail and ultra running, and this is one of the best ultras in the UK to come and do.
How can Raidlight and Mud Crew grow this race? What's the next step?
More buses to the start line.
Well, I mean, in all seriousness, we have had Steve Wyatt, who is a local runner, win this race 5 times. We've had Kim Collison, who is, with all due respect to Steve, a slight step up in the kind of elite, well-known ultra runner, kind of international level ultra runner. Can we be inviting more of those level of runners to the race?
I mean, yeah, obviously Kim is a strong runner. I mean, obviously he took the Winterbourne Graham round back on December 1st, took over 3 hours off the Winterbourne time. So Kim's a very good runner. Yeah, we need some more European people maybe to come over, some stronger runners, and then I think we can see a sub 20 hour arc of attrition. But you've got to be good to do that. It's a tough course, and a lot of people come here and they underestimate what they're getting into. And if you don't get over it and you don't recce it, then you're going to be in a bit of a surprise when you get into it. So, yeah, it's not an easy race, but yeah, you know, come and challenge. You know, the sub-20's there to be taken, and if people want to come and do it.
So we need somebody to step up, don't we? We need somebody to step up. Listen, Chris, thanks for your involvement. We look forward to seeing how Raidlight and Mud Crew work together to grow this race into the enormous UTMB challenger that it should be.
No, I don't know about UTMB challenger.
But anyway, yeah, I mean, it's already one of the greatest races in the UK. So we look forward to seeing how it progresses in the future. Take care, Chris. Thanks very much. Cheers, buddy. Here he is, poking his camera in. I realised yesterday that you were the only top female that I didn't interview.
I know, Stephen.
It's rubbish, isn't it?
Yeah,
but that is, do you know why that is?
Because you thought I was in a sleeping bag passed out.
Indeed.
But I wasn't.
Because when you finished, Jean just took you away and you disappeared, and I thought you were hidden somewhere in a sleeping bag recovering.
I wasn't. My sleeping bag was there, but I didn't use it, and I think it's because I ate. I actually ate yesterday.
So, your only regret from yesterday is making a daft rookie error. Is that what it is?
2 mistakes.
2 mistakes.
I made the daft rookie error, and then I chased to make the time back.
And why shouldn't you have done that?
Because then, for the last, I wanted to save my legs for the last 20, and by the last 20, my legs were saying, I really chased on the road section.
So it was a strange race for the women because Charlie Ramsdale was in the lead pretty much for the first 70 miles, 50 miles for sure.
Yes.
But then I don't know if when did you become aware that she had dropped out and that Anna was it?
A lot later.
Did you know Anna was in the lead?
Yes, I knew that. I think that's what I was just so annoyed with myself about the beach, because I got up and then finally found Jean, my crew husband, and
crew first, husband second.
Sorry. I'm not thinking straight.
Still.
And found him, and he wasn't going to tell me.
Right.
He said, "What?" I said, "Well, how am I standing now?"
Yeah.
About 25, 30 minutes, and he said, "You're third, lady."
Okay.
And it really made me realise something actually, because I put so much pressure on myself to, you know, I'm always thinking, oh, people are going to think I'm rubbish if I don't podium.
If you don't win.
Yeah, well, yeah, or, you know, even the podiuming up, and it's not, I had to really reassess it, but it's not all about that. I'm supposed to be here having a good time, and now I'm stressed, and so I had a talk with myself, and just decided to go, okay, just let things be, see what happens.
Yeah. Well, this is why I don't win races, Laura, because I don't like the stress. It's easier just to be a mid-packer and just enjoy it.
Well, I really did want to just enjoy it. That's why I told you I'm going to quit.
But look, afterwards, you know you enjoy it, don't you? You love it.
Yes. I mean, I did tell you, and you loved me, that was going to be my last ever race, didn't I? And,
yeah, we just took that with the pinch of salt that we knew it deserved.
I thought, I'm not made for this.
What have you got coming up this year?
I've got another attempt at a 24-hour track.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I think I've got to just try it again, and then if it fails,
if it goes horrible,
put it to bed.
Yeah. Just get your nutrition right, for goodness sake.
Well, I do have Kim coaching me now, and he's been amazing. He got me. So he said I've got to try and start eating. So I was able to eat rice pudding, custard, jelly yesterday.
And actually yesterday you weren't suffering that badly with your stomach, were you?
No. And SCAPs as well. So he just, it's the first time ever after 100 I've not passed out. So that's a positive.
Good.
But yes, I've got Lakeland 100 as well.
Oh right, that's just a small race then. Yeah.
And I'm trying for some.
Is Anna in Lakeland 100 as well this year?
I don't know.
That'll be fun, won't it? Oh, dear.
She knows what she's doing.
Yeah, well. Thank you very much, Laura.
Oh, thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.
I've lost our... Where's he gone? Hi, Anna.
Hello.
You all right? Hang on. Right, now, hang on a minute. Are you doing Lakeland 100 this year?
I am.
Oh, rematch. So it's like a summer-winter Anna-Laura rematch every year. Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
Are you going to cross the finish line arm in arm? Oh, get away! Don't do that. Race, for goodness sake.
Holding hands, Stephen.
Yeah.
See Mark Lathwaite's face.
Yeah.
One pole each.
Yeah.
Right, I need to find Ashley Scott. I bet he's gone now, hasn't he?
I don't know.
Has Ashley Scott gone? Ashley Scott, I bet he's gone, hasn't he? Right, let me just see if I can find him, if not. Thanks, guys. Well done to you lot. Colin Baith, winner of the Boyd 24-hour race, and crazy leggings man. Oh, they're out here, look.
That course record must be fairly close. I think because I didn't eat after the checkpoint, so I was struggling, and I think I've got my nutrition. It's fantastic. Sounds like Kim, yeah. Well, we've had ice, we've had flood. You know, those last few hills, the coast paths are dug out, isn't it? And it's just big rivers. You can't run. The last place called Trees, go through. There's a cafe. All four of us stood there, put all our waterproofs on, had a cup of coffee in the cafe, and then ran to the finish.
Wicked guys. Hands down, best race I've ever seen.
It was. That was top. Amazing. Yeah, I haven't nicked all your interview.
No, you can't.
Well, if you're going to stay there, I'll jump in. I mean, why not? I may as well get both of you at the same time. You know,
Can I first apologise for not answering some of your questions, because I've looked at the live feed and you've asked me some questions and I ignored you completely.
Yeah, but right, you.
Lloyd says that, and I just yeah.
So, but you just think you're being rude?
No, only when I look back.
No, listen, yeah, but we've all been there. We know exactly what you're going through. So when somebody doesn't answer a question, I know, you know, it's perfectly okay. Yeah, like Lloyd said, That was, I mean, I wasn't here for the first 2 years, but you were just having a jolly the first 2 years, weren't you? I honestly, I honestly think that was top stuff. That last 10 miles, 20 miles, when you were vying for the lead, you took over, you were catching up, incredible racing, and it made for one heck of a finish. Where have you come from, Ashley?
You actually interviewed me last year.
Did I really? That's how useless I am. Where were you?
Hellback Ultra, I came second.
Okay, yes. Oh, so last year, as in August, just gone?
Yes.
Yes, I do remember now.
What was his name? Beachy.
Paul Beachy, yes, he won it.
He was down to race this.
Was he? Okay.
And I asked you for a few tips, and you told me to come down and recce.
It's my fault. Oh, I'm so sorry, Steve.
And I took your advice, so yeah.
So you did come down and recce it, and did that? Yeah. Did it help?
Yeah, massively. Massively. I came down. I did 3 trips down there. We stayed overnight most times.
Yeah.
Except for one. Helped no end. Absolutely no end.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially past Land's End.
In terms of other races, where does this rank in terms of what you've done?
It's well up there. For me, it's the hardest race I've done. I came from obviously triathlon and then got into ultra running with the Oneer, and I did the Purbeck last year. And this is different.
What have you learned? What have you learned from the race? What have you learned from Steve? Because I mean, we know he's done it multiple times. Yeah. There's a man with more experience than any of us on this course.
I mean, the more recce's I could get down it, the better, really. If you're going to do it again, I think knowing that other stretches are there, it does help.
Yeah.
I just need to work on my nutrition and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, like we all do forever, every single race. Yeah. Everyone's different, isn't it?
Secret that no one knows the answer. Yeah.
Brilliant. So. Ashley, second place is amazing, fantastic. Steve, what have you learned this year?
I can actually push myself. I don't think I've really pushed myself that much, and I took the race on early on the start, probably half a mile in, and I don't like running by myself. So to run the majority of that, if someone catches up with me, I might tag onto the back, but actually that's not always a benefit. So
I think we all knew when we saw you all come through at Lizard and we saw how hard you were running, we looked at the time that you came to Lizard.
Even I was surprised.
Everyone said he's gone out harder than he's ever gone out before. It looks like. I didn't realise that you'd taken that from Kim, and that.
Well, yeah, it's James that had a.
James taught, yeah.
And I was like, well, maybe, but then actually it felt comfortable. So, why not? I thought, yeah. It's either going to make or break me.
I mean, it's an interesting strategy because, certainly us mid-packers would always say, go out easy, take it slow in the first 50. If you feel good, then ramp it up a bit or whatever. But I know... who's the girl that I chatted to on my channel recently, who we met in Chamonix? Holly Page. Holly Page I interviewed, really good 50k trail runner, top UK trail runner. And that's what she does. She goes out as hard as she can, within reason, as hard as she can early on, and holds on. And that for most people is just a disastrous strategy.
If you can do that and you hold on, but actually there's no one else to hold on to. If you're there's no pack out there, you're on your own.
Yeah.
And that's just no one's going to come up behind you unless it's second place. So I was always was always my problem. I was always being chased, and I didn't really like that either.
Do you feel that pressure?
Yeah, definitely.
Even after 5 wins, even after 6 arcs?
I was like I said to you at the start. If I can fit, I like the black buckles on my number, so I'm just collecting them over the years. So at some point, I'm going to falter. But my target is always just to get a black buckle and enjoy the race. And last year I did exactly the same thing, and you can never tell who's going to turn up, how you're going to feel, and it is literally it's luck of the draw, really.
Yeah. Me. Ashley, what's next for you?
Nothing at the moment. I need to I haven't looked past this, so yeah.
Okay.
Next year's up. I need to look at the calendar and get something. Yeah, I haven't really been looking past this.
Yeah. Okay. Well, UTMB it is then. Steve?
No,
I didn't get in.
You didn't get in?
I went in the ballot for the CCC.
Okay.
Just go out there and run.
Yeah.
Just go and get the experience and run out there.
Actually, the faster you run, mate, you'll be getting automatic entries anyway soon. So, what's the plan, Steve?
I have got nothing planned. Next year's ARC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Good stuff. Well, guys, again, amazing race. Truly loved it this year. Brilliant stuff. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers.
Right.
Cheers.
Right, that actually is it now. I am going for a coffee, I'm going for a sleep, I'm going home. Take care, everyone. Thanks very much for watching live the ARC 50 and the ARC 100, and we'll see you next year.
This is my computer at home.